All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have clients and they are not paying you, then this video is going to be extremely helpful because I'm going to show you kind of inside our bulletproof billing system. That's kind of what our goal was 2 months ago. We were having some cash flow issues just in the sense that clients were not paying. So this is going to be a really important video because if you plan on scaling a business, an agency, a service, it doesn't matter. Clients, customers, if they ain't paying you or if they're not paying you in a timely manner, you're going to have cash flow problems and your business is at risk of going out of business, especially if a lot of your clients aren't paying you. So what can you do about it? Well, I'm going to show you our bulletproof billing system and I think you'll really enjoy it. Let's dive into it. So here we are on the whiteboard. This was our goal, okay? On, I think it was July 1st, we said, you know what? We can't be having clients pay 3 to 4 weeks after we send an invoice, okay? They were just being extremely late. And I hated that because our profit on cash was never looking good until like 2 months after the month had ended. Then finally everyone was paying. So basically our billing system was not well optimized. But here's the thing, we pay an accounting agency accounting agency, $2,000 a month. They handle all of our accounts receivable. They handle the entire process. And it was not going well. It was going absolutely terrible. The average ARD, which I consider the accounts receivable days, was like 25 days, if I'm not mistaken, for a few months. And we're like, okay, this is not good. What that means is it took on average 25 days for every single client to pay the invoice after we had sent it. Now you can see in this screenshot in the top right corner, the average ARD for last month, August, was 8.1 days. Now that's fantastic, okay? If you are billing clients not just 100% upfront on a Stripe account where it's automatic, okay, a lot of our clients, over 50% are paying wire transfer, okay? They are not scheduled automatic wires, and over 50% are paying via credit card, and probably more than half of those people paying credit card are not put on some auto payment. Because we live in Panama and auto payment processing is a little bit harder. The whole process of getting the merchant account is not as easy as Stripe, but we'll get into that. So anyways, with that being said, we have drastically improved our cash flow situation with this bulletproof billing stuff, and there's about 7 things we did, I think, to optimize it, maybe 4 or 5. So let's dive into those 4 or 5 things we did to get our average ARD to a really good spot. And basically we were 90% paid by the end of the month, which is fantastic. Okay, so first thing we did is we made it much easier for the clients to actually give us their credit card information. What the current accounting agency had, and what they do is just not great. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. If you have an accounting agency, just don't freaking trust them. Trust but verify. That's the principle that you should embed into your brain. So we checked out their process, and man, it was ugly. Okay, they would send this super templated, non-emotional email to the client saying, "Hey, here's the credit card authorization form. Download it, print it out, fill in your credit card information, sign it, and send it back to us." Okay. First of all, that is the most painful and ridiculous, outrageous process ever. I hate doing that. When people send me documents and it needs to be printed out and signed, I literally will just email them back and say, send me an e-sign document. I'm not going to print this thing out and sign it. Unless it's my law firm and they are super old school and they don't use e-sign technology and I have no choice. However, you need to make it easy for the clients to be able to give them their information, okay? For them to give you their information. What we did is we moved over to an e-sign software. I don't know if I think it was PandaDoc, and that's what we use to build a credit card authorization form. They can fill out the whole thing on their phone. It's in the email. They click the link. They can type it out. It literally takes like 1 minute to type out their information and to sign it, opposed to like the dreaded 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes it took them to do the other stuff to print it out, just because that's a total pain in the ass. That no one likes doing that. So that really helped speed up the process of getting people on the first month onto the credit card authorization. It also helps get more people signed up to that because it's easier for them to sign up to it. The second thing we did is we started implementing a better follow-up sequence. So we built a great follow-up sequence for when we send out the invoice. Okay, there's a better email that gets sent to the client. The previous email sequence was just absolutely terrible. Again, there was no emotion. It wasn't clear what the invoice was for in terms of like I think it was the time frame Alex was telling me. Something that just the text of the email was not good. It was very unemotional and just terrible. So we made that much better, the first email. Then we made, I think, 3, 4, maybe 5 follow-ups. I think it's at some point it's just an unlimited every 24 or 48 hours if they go beyond like 21 days late. But also what we did is we implemented net terms where there's like a late fee. So if they're 7 days late to pay, on the 6th day, this follow-up sequence will reach out to them and it'll say, hey, you have not paid your invoice, and if you don't pay it within the next 24 hours, we do not want to do this, but we're going to have to bill you a 5% late fee. We don't want to do this. We take no joy in doing this. Literally, that's what the email says. It's a fantastic email. And that's great because, again, it's an incentive for the client to hurry up and pay this thing. I am extremely happy if we can get 100% of our invoices paid in less than 10 days on average. That is perfect. I'm super happy with that. I would be happy if it was less than 5 or 3 or automatic, but some people want to pay via wire transfer and they want net terms that are beyond what they should be, but we are willing to go net 7. That's where we're at. Okay. So great follow-up sequence, net terms, 5% late fee on if they're late, more than 7 days late to pay the invoice, a completely automated email follow-up sequence with I think 7 or 8 touch points, and the last touch point will repeat every 48 hours if they continue to not pay it. And the last couple things we did is we added on Amex, and Payoneer. So in Panama, you guys, you watching this don't need to worry about this, but in Panama, we don't have Stripe. The merchant accounts here suck. Our credit card processing merchant account that we have right now only accepts Visa and MasterCard. So clients that have Amex, clients that have other types of credit cards, they just can't use them. Makes it really inconvenient. Payoneer was an option we brought on because it gives us the ability for clients to pay via Amex and other stuff, and of course via Payoneer. So anyways, greater payment options. That's one huge optimization you can make, a wider variety of payment options. 2, e-sign forms for credit card authorization. Oh, this is the other one I was going to get to. We'll just call this number 3. Getting more and more people signed up on credit card authorizations, where you have the ability to go in and set up an auto payment or an auto charge on their credit card. Now, if your services are a ranging fee and it's different every single month because you're getting paid on a percentage of performance or whatever it is, well, you can still get a credit card authorization, and the way that we set up that credit card authorization form, you can see this here, create CC authorization form for ad rev fee, that's ad rev percentage, performance-based fees, that ensures we can bill their credit card with confirmation from an email. So what we'll do is we'll send an email to the client and it'll say, hey, here's the revenue we generated for you. It's $780,000 in advertising revenue. We are taking 1%. Here's what the 1% equates to. Do we have permission to run the credit card? All they have to do is respond with a yes or no, and it's going to always be a yes unless they think there's a discrepancy in the data, which there shouldn't be. And so that, again, makes it very easy for them. So pretty much in general, number 3, yeah, you can make a credit card authorization form even if it's performance-based. Number 4 is eliminate wire transfers. I didn't talk about this, but we try to never mention wire transfers because it's a lengthier process. It's painful. It sucks. It's not that ideal. So in the contract, we do not say that wire transfer is an option. We are willing to bite the credit card processing fees and take that and bite the bullet because at the end of the day, cash flow is more important. Now, with that being said, if we have a client who's paying us $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, I would probably prefer to do a wire transfer because generally clients that are paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, they have an accounting team in-house and they have people there that take care of wires. And so there's not going to be much of an issue. And plus you're going to save, 5% of 20 grand. We're talking about $1,000 extra. So yeah, much better to do wire transfer. But in normal cases, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month clients, credit card all day long, so that we can get faster payments and hopefully automated payments if it's just a regular flat fee and there's no performance based attached to it. So that is pretty much it. I highly recommend that you implement some of these if you have issues with cash flow. This drastically helped us. As I said, our average ARD was about 22 or 24 days, I think, the months prior before we made all these amazing changes. And I truly believe that we'll get up to 95% invoices paid by like end of month. Keep in mind our billing system is different. There's a link to, actually I won't put a link, but if you go to our channel and you search a billing system, agency billing system, I talk about how we bill all of our clients on the 1st and the 7th of the month, and why we do that and why it's important, because it simplifies your AR and it makes it easier for you to basically forecast future cash flow, because you know that all revenue is coming in on these 2 days. Now I would have preferred to just do 1 day, but I won't get into the details of why it's 2. So thanks for watching this video. If you found any value in this video, you already know what I'm going to tell you if you've seen previous videos, but hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it would be an amazing thing, and I would really appreciate that. Also, if you smash the like button, you just go ahead, break the screen, punch it. That'd be amazing. That helps the algorithm. And if you have questions or comments or anything that you want to ask, future video recommendations, please put them in the comments below, and I will try to get back to you and make a video for you on that subject. This video actually came from someone. I didn't find the person's name. I have a giant list in Trello of all the ideas, but that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the sub button and much love. Ciao.